first of all, when I get in the car by myself or when I go to the bathroom, that's the time. Not like use the bathroom, but like go in the bathroom.
We know good and well what you be in there doing.
I don't be using the restroom.
Because we can smell it.
Anyways, I meant like when I just go in there and close the door and get away from all the noise, not sitting on the toilet. But anyways, those are the times when...
I smell it now.
Oh my God. Are you going to listen or are you going to listen?
Go ahead.
Okay. So I feel like those are the times when I just release. Not release anything from my body, but
that's exactly what you be doing.
Release the stress that's here in my head that makes my head look big, but it's actually not big. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. So this morning on my ride, I was just talking to myself because, again, I seen the car that I'm going to get pass on by. And I told myself, I said, it's not even been 3 weeks into the year of 2025. And the things that, we want and we're working towards, I've been seeing them every day. So, like, the Corvette that you want. I ain't never ever seen so many Corvettes in my life. Never. But this year, within these 3 weeks of 2025, I've seen so many of them. The Volkswagen that I want, I've seen so many of them. Every time I get on Facebook, they have these posts that says like, oh, this year you're going to be in your house. And I know people make those posts, but why am I seeing them constantly on my timeline? I haven't even searched nothing like that. Then I told you about my dream that I had about...
Scoot your seat back a little bit.
I look retarded.
Dumb as hell.
Ooh, shoot. I ain't trying to look like that. Then I told you about my dream that I had about Rich Homie Quan's song. Thought it was over, it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't really know what that dream meant. I don't know. But I'm gonna put it in the most positive way to say, like, this shit ain't over. Life is, for me, it's just starting. Like, I don't have to be my past or anything like that. Life for me is just starting. Then last night I didn't have a dream, but in the middle of the night I woke up with another song on my mind by Rich Homie, that Money Can Bring You Happiness.
Yeah.
Again, that's not even a song that I listen to on that album a lot, but I feel like those are messages to me. Like, I get that money don't bring you happiness, but I do believe that we are getting ready to touch so much money in this season and be able to do the things that will bring us happiness. We can't depend on happiness within each other or our kids or anything like that. We have to have different hobbies and different goals and stuff to make us happy. So that was kind of my talk. What you think about that?
I agree with it. I agree. Which part you want me to chime on first?
I mean, just all of it.
Having your own hobby, having your own thing that you do by yourself. We can start there. I feel like if you don't have that stuff, you're gonna drive you and yourself and your person insane. Like, y'all need to all have different things that y'all do to escape. Get away. And mine is riding motorcycles and driving in fast cars and stuff. Being with horses and fools and stuff like that. So that's just what I enjoy doing, to clear my mind. And y'all can join me in that stuff too, but that's what clears my mind.
Yeah.
I do believe that, because I've felt the same thing these past few weeks. Like, we're going through a season right now where of the unknowing. We don't know what tomorrow holds, which that's every day, regardless. But it's definitely here right now. Like, we don't know what's going on. We don't know why these things are happening for us, not to us, but for us. And you got to be careful of the words you use, just like that, but we don't know why things are happening, how things are happening or are going to happen outside of God is going to make them happen.
Yep.
I've seen all types of just crazy stuff that I'm just like, man, I've been like I saw Lamborghini Reverto, the new one. I just said the new one. Like 2 or 3 days ago in our neighborhood. You know, and I mean, I'm not saying we don't live in a good neighborhood, because we do, and I know there's money and stuff that flows around there, but to see that, it's like, what the, like, where am I? You know, like, okay, I take that as a message, you know, just because I want that kind of stuff, you know. I look at that stuff as messages, you know, things that I want or I'm working towards.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on the right path, or I'm, you know, answering questions, and it's on the way type of thing. I hadn't really been leaving the house too much here lately, but the times I do, I see stuff like the Revelto. I see a lot of Corvettes, and of course, you know, like the other day we were driving past a Corvette, and I rolled the window down, told it, you know, congratulated the dude. You know, because I enjoy seeing people win. Now, why would you do that? You're annoying, dude.
They want to be a part of the gang.
They want to be a part of the gang. They can't be a part of the gang. I don't understand why people speed up to not let you over. But anyways, that'll be another topic for another day. But yeah, you know, seeing these different. Go ahead, it's a green light. Seeing these different achievements of other people and congratulating them on that, and just knowing that we're on our way. We're not just sitting hoping that something happens. You know, we're actually trying to make a way for it to happen for ourselves and our family and stuff. And of course, you know, believing in God and staying strong. You know, I feel like I gotten way closer with Him since I've been with you than I've ever been. You know,
I love that.
You know, but just staying in touch with ourselves, staying in tune with God and each other. You know, and knowing and having faith that we're going to accomplish the things that we're setting forth to accomplish. We're not just sitting here bullcorning, you know. When you see those things, it gets you amped up. It's like, okay, yeah, somebody else did it, I can do it too.
Man.
You know, let's go ahead. Like, yeah, it's here, you know. But yeah, and I've also had other dreams with different songs involved. I can't think of them right now. I think I remember telling you about one recently. I just can't remember what it was. But yeah, and they're always Rich Homie Quan songs. Yeah. You know, no other songs we make it into my daggum dreams.
That's our forever guy.
Not for real.
Man. Yeah, I love what you said though. And like you said, one thing you said that stood out. Oh, when you were like, be careful with the words you use. Like, yeah, you know, we're real big on energy and like manifestation and stuff like that. You definitely have to be careful with the words that you use. Even last night, like when DJ was crying, I said a little prayer in my head, and I was like, God, please take this pain away from my baby. But it's like, I stopped myself because I'm like, you know, even though he's crying and I want him to stop, thank God he can cry. Thank God he's here and he's able to cry, and I'm able to cuddle him and do, you know, nurture him, whatever he needs from me. So yeah, I do really love that you said that. But yeah, I was just going in this morning in the car because I'm like, man, like every day I've been waking up, and you know we've been getting little to no sleep at night. Little to no sleep. But when I get out that bed, I do not get back in the bed. I just be so amped up and ready to start the day because it's like I feel like something great is about to happen and I don't want to miss it. So I'm like, I am not about to get back in bed regardless of how tired I am. I'm about to drink this coffee and go on with my day. And I've been doing just that, and it actually feels good. But yeah, I'm just like, I just imagine me just chilling in our fortified home, bedroom home, you know, on the couch, just chilling, enjoying life. Like, I'm ready to get to that stage because I feel like this year, like, we've been waking up and existing.
You're talking about last year? Last year,
yes. Yeah. We've been waking up, existing, trying to figure it out, trying to get over these hurdles and stuff like that.
Because they've been some big hurdles, and they've been hurdles that I've seen other people just curl up and not come back from.
Man,
you know, these hurdles, boy, I tell you,
they've been big, and like you said, others probably would have folded. We didn't. We stayed true to each other. We stayed true to the future and what we got going on and stuff like that. So I love that for us too. But this year, I ain't trying to stay in no huddles. Actually, I'm not going to stay in no huddles this year. Like, we have no choice but to figure it out.
We have to just figure it out. We have to figure it out and keep pushing forward,
Yeah.
and continue. One thing I love about us is we both, we care a lot about each other, and we ask each other every day if we're doing okay. Sometimes, most of the time, more than one time,
Yeah.
And, just continue to uplift each other and keep the positivity flowing and going and keep each other going, because sometimes you can get in that slump, and if you're not able to get yourself out, you need somebody or something, hopefully not something, because that could be drugs and other stuff, but somebody to lift you out of that little hole. And it might just be a small hole, but if you stay in it, you dwell in it, it gets deeper and deeper and deeper, it turns into like a bear cave.
Man.
So you just need to have that person. That's what I love about us. We complete each other. Like I always say, we're always 100 with everything. Making sure that certain stuff is done. We both double check it. We're not saying we don't trust each other, but we just double check it. Not even necessarily knowing that each other checks on that kind of stuff. But the most important thing is checking on one another, and we do that all day. Making sure that we're okay to do certain things, so on and so forth. But
and with stuff like that, like, I want to go deeper into that too, because I feel like when we first got together, we had time and we had money and we had different stuff, so we weren't so like stressed out about life. Now that we are, I feel like we still have the most needed conversations, but I want to go deeper. Like, I want to have it to where every Sunday we're checking in with each other, not just how was your day or like how are you doing today, but more of like, okay, well, this is a new week about to start. What are your goals for this week? What are your plans? Because we need to start holding each other. We hold each other accountable, but it needs to be on another level, if that makes sense. Like, we're talking about this fitness journey. So,
I know you're about to jump into that.
Because I'm serious about it. So it's like, if you see me eating something that I shouldn't be eating, slap it out my hand. And of course, I'm gonna give you attitude and I'm gonna talk back and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, that's you holding me accountable. Same thing with you. Like, we just had this conversation the other day. It was like, how can you wake up at 3, 4, or 5 o'clock when you working a 9 to 5, but then when you working for yourself, you sleeping till 9, 10 o'clock. Regardless of if that baby keep you up or not, I'm gonna be getting you out the bed. Like, hey, you said you was gonna work out this morning, go work out. You said you was gonna do these calls or go tour this or do whatever, go do it. If you don't work, you don't eat.
Yep.
And if you ain't eating, you shouldn't be sleeping. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense in my head. So with that being said, it's like, if we have something to do, we got to do it, no matter how tired we are. Because if you want to be honest, them kids are stronger than us. Because I know damn well they be tired, and yet they still get up and go to school every morning. So if they can get up and go to school regardless of how tired, Skylar got dance practice, cheer practice. Now she about to start tutoring after school. She's going to be super tired, but we still expect her to get up on time when her alarm goes off and go to school without complaining.
Without an attitude.
Without an attitude. So we have to do that same thing. We can't ask of them what we're not doing, So yeah, I really want us to start holding each other accountable a little bit more than what we have been, and just making sure that those weekly check-ins are something that we continue to do. Like, actually sit down with each other on Sunday before the week is about to start and write out what we plan to do this week.
Yeah, I was about to say, and make it progressive. Don't just have it to where we just we ask and we have a conversation. Relationships should be progressive. So you had this conversation. Okay, how are you going to accomplish it? Not just like, leaving it at, oh, okay, that's good. You know, how are you going to accomplish it? And have that person think a little bit more.
Yep.
You know, hold them more accountable. That way, y'all are accomplishing your goals and things like that. You know, don't just leave it at oh, okay, yeah, that's cool.
Because it ain't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah. What do you plan on doing? You know?
Yeah, it's like, who you trying to fool, me or you? We need to sit down and really talk about it and stick to it. And stick to it. Like, that's the only way we'll be successful and productive with our lives. But yeah, that conversation, when I tell you I was in this car on one, I was beating myself up because we say it all the time. The only reason we're in this position we're in is because of us. We can't blame the jobs that we worked. We can't blame our family members. We can't blame people that's done us wrong in the past. None of them can be blamed no more. We place ourselves in whatever position we're in, so it's our job to get us out of it if that's what we truly want. So.
Yes, ma'am. And I want out of it. Seriously. Cause shit.
Man.
It's just, when you trying stuff don't work. Trying stuff won't work. Trying stuff
Yeah.
Like, God.
You should have kept going. We could have made a little rap out of
I don't want to do that.
You don't want to be a rapper?
I'm only doing what I want to do.
And so you don't want to be a rapper?
No, it's not my cup of tea. It's not what I need to be doing. I'm staying in my lane.
Okay. Well, next time, let's make a rap.
No, I just said that's not my cup of tea. I'm staying in my lane.
But we can go platinum. Cause
I don't care. I've already gone platinum.
But
you need to catch up. I've already gone platinum.
No, you can just park in the front. We're not going around.
Okay.
Yeah,
and that was a flex.
That was... I don't even have nothing to say to that.
Shoot.
Anyways, but yeah. I just had to run that by you real quick. See where your head was at with that conversation.
I love the conversation, and I feel like that was a great one to save and to talk about. And what do y'all think? In the comments, put down what y'all think about this conversation. How do you feel about the conversation? And what are you doing differently in your life and in your relationship with anyone, not just a love relationship, but just any relationship? What do y'all think? How are y'all feeling about this conversation? And yeah,
right.
That's it.
That's all.
All right. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll see y'all next time on
Because
You
Asked It.
We're not gonna say it.
Not it.
It's just because you asked. BYA.
Why not put it though?
It.
Just kind of backdooring on our conversation that we just had. I put you to a test and you failed it. You want to know how you failed it?
Sure.
Alright, so I just told you.
Because you ate the cake?
That you're supposed to hold me accountable to the things that I'm working towards.
Because you ate the cake?
And you sat there and let me eat that cake without saying nothing. And I kept biting. I was like, maybe he gonna say something. Maybe he gonna say something. And that shit was super sweet.
Oh my God.
And you know I don't eat store-bought cake. You know that shit.
But why would you eat it then?
Because I was trying to see if you were gonna say something.
That's your crazy self.
And you had me eating this store-bought
I didn't have you doing
cake.
nothing. I didn't have you doing that
Because you
thing.
didn't hold me accountable.
No. I said no. I went like this. You said, oh, it smells just so good. Oh my God.
Testing you. And you.
Hey, rule number one. What are my rules? I'm going to tell y'all this. Don't put me to the test.
Clearly.
Don't put me to the test because I'm not a good test taker.
Clearly.
I'm going to fail it.
You did.
And it's the fact that it crossed my mind to say something, but you wanted that, to me, you wanted the cake so bad. So it's like.
I didn't. I don't eat store-bought
Neither
cake.
one of us eat store-bought cake, which was
so why
odd
would
to
you
me.
let me eat that cake?
It was odd to me that you would want that cake.
I did not want it. I was testing
You ate it.
because I wanted you to say
You ate it.
You're not supposed to be eating it. That would be you holding me accountable with the conversation that we just had.
Babe, in my eyes, you can indulge in small amounts, but when you are going overboard like we've been doing here lately, we don't even eat sweets, and we've been eating sweets. That's the problem. So if I see you with a cake on your granny's birthday, hey, especially in public, what you want me to say? Oh no, you ain't supposed to. Then here we go, everybody.
Yes, that's exactly what I wanted you to say.
No.
Because now, if you could taste the taste that's in my mouth,
that's your dumbass fault. Why would you do that? Don't put me to the test. I told you that before. Don't put me through no test, because I'm not a test taker. I'm not gonna pass your test.
I see.
I'm gonna test him. No, you're testing yourself.
No.
You're testing yourself to see how much cake you can eat. That's what you're doing.
Man, when I tell you,
because you would still be there eating cake, fucking with me.
I just, you see, I couldn't even finish it because I was like, okay, I guess he ain't gonna say nothing.
Because you were just like, it smells so good. Oh my God.
I was testing you.
Yeah, don't do that. Just don't eat the cake. That was crazy. So now so this is the thing. Now you have gone backwards on your health journey just to try and prove something to me. That ain't got shit. That ain't got shit to do with me.
It does have something to do.
It ain't got nothing to do with me.
We just talked about holding each other accountable.
I'm holding you accountable.
You did not.
Putting me through a test is not something that you should be doing. That is, if you would just stick to your health journey, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
I can't even drink enough water to get that taste out of my mouth.
Let me go ahead and have my water.
No, actually, you should give me your water because of what you did to me. You made me sit there and eat that cake.
No, I didn't. Don't do that anymore. Just stick to your health journey. It's like you went out of your way to try and prove something to me, and you didn't prove shit to me. You just ate a nasty ass piece of cake.
I did prove something to you.
I could have told you prior to you testing me to not test me. Then you wouldn't have had to eat the cake.
Well, maybe we should have had that conversation. Next time we go somewhere, tell me don't test you.
I'm telling you now, don't test me on nothing.
No, next time you have to remind me not to test you.
I'm not reminding you because I don't know that you're going to be testing me.
Exactly.
This is like a pop quiz.
It was more like a pop quiz, and you felt that shit
No,
horribly.
your crazy ass felt it. Because I don't have cake in my mouth. I didn't eat the cake. That shit looked like box. She was putting a knife through it, and it was like a balloon. It was like a balloon. Why would you want to eat that? To test somebody.
I did not want to eat it.
Pick something different to test me with.
No, that was the perfect opportunity because we're not supposed to be eating sweets. If you could taste the taste that's in my mouth for real. It's just like, I wish I had not done. I wish you would have said on the first bite, give me that peppermint. Give me that peppermint. You owe me.
I don't owe you nothing. You owe yourself.
Give me the peppermint.
That was irresponsible.
No, that was me putting you to the test. And I can't believe that you would sit there and let me do that. Like, after we just had this conversation.
Yeah, well, now you know for next time.
God,
So how do you feel? Like, how does this whole situation make you feel?
I feel fine. You should feel messed up.
Well, I don't. I definitely don't.
You should. You should feel like you let me down because you did by not.
I did not. You let your own self down because you tried to you did something intentionally. Now, if it was an accident, I would understand. But you did something intentionally, and you ate it knowing that you're trying to test me on something. That is really crazy. You're mentally making a decision to see if I will alter that decision, and you actively made that decision. That is not how relationships work. If you, and I know you're doing it as a game, as you're playing, so we don't normally go through this kind of stuff just for everybody to know. But if your partner will actively do something to harm something that y'all are trying to situate or whatever, they actually they do it and indulge in it, and they're thinking about it, and then they want to blame you. It's their fault. That ain't got nothing to do with me because you knew, like you actively did it while you're thinking about, dang, like for instance, this is the cake. Dang, I hope that he says something. Oh, dang, I hope that he says something. I hope he says something. And you steady eating it.
Man,
why wouldn't you just put the spoon down? Put the spoon in a realistic situation. Put the spoon down. He don't have to say anything to you because you're saying it yourself. Put the spoon down, fatty. Shit. Oh, I hope he says something.
Man, as I take another bite.
As you take another bite. That's not how relationships work. Relationships, y'all have to be. It would have been okay if she would have just done it unintentionally. Like, dang, I wasn't even thinking about our conversation that we just had.
So unfortunately, we ended up running out of storage, but that's okay because more of these videos are on the way. Don't forget to leave us comments with any topics that you all are interested in talking about. And as always, because you asked.